question. Has your heart ever been broken? Completely. Everybody's heart's been broken. Every single man, every single woman has been through a period where they want someone back who didn't want them. The difference between me and everyone else is I never let my pride or my dignity go out the window for it. That's the big problem with the law of this heartbreak stuff. It's not that you're feeling heartbroken is bad. That's a natural part of the human experience. You just can't sacrifice your dignity for it. I'll tell you a very quick story. This is a story I've never told before. How old was I? 23? When I was 23, I was dating a ballerina. She was the prima ballerina of the Cambridge Ballet School in England, and I had no money. I was a fighter, but I was coming up. I didn't really have any money. And she lived far away, like an hour and a half away, but she used to come see me, and we were good for like a year and a half. I love this girl, yeah. And she finished ballet school. She started dancing in clubs in London. She couldn't get any ballet work. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So she ends up doing like dancing and not stripping, but like dancing in the club, you know. So now she's around all the London money every day. She's out dancing all the time. She's up late every night. She doesn't want to drive an hour and a half to come see me. None of this shit. So we're kind of falling apart a little bit, and she ended up talking to someone famous, David Hay. I don't know who he is, his boxer. So anyway, when I finally saw her again, she was like, we had an argument. She's like, well, you know what? You think you're a fighter? This guy, that guy, this guy. I'm like, look, so I had this argument with her back and forth. And I explained to her that these men are just going to use you, and you're going to do it, at least get paid. And when she left the house, Tristan said, why are you telling her to the dudes? I'm like, no, I'm just understanding that in my chess position. I've lost this game. The game is done now. Just sooner or later, she's out. All we do is argue. She's in the club every night. That's the queen's sacrifice. Right. So we broke up 3 months later. I don't know if she's not or who she's, I don't know. I never spoke to her since. But that's kind of the analogy you have to apply to life. Sometimes chicks go. Sometimes they have to go to save the king. And too many dudes, most of the time, men truly lose at life. It's because they've attached themselves to a queen and they won't let her up. They won't sacrifice her. No matter what.